Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
Okay. And it's full price no. Amba for manase engina. Na ekosura levy yerebeba and I bet to cost what you so.
I mean, yeah, even the danger alone about a holding on. What do you think will happen if it keeps going up? The government led by the president is not an insensitive government too. And yeah, by of a couple celebrating the passage of a tax and a levy. And yeah, by a kinky party, say a party levy. And yeah, by a bigger kick, say a party levy. That is not what the president is made of. The president, in passing this levy, says it is a difficult but necessary decision. That should tell you the thinking of the president. It is surprises. I was 17 and at 23, there's absolutely no way the president will see to the implementation of that levy. That the president is insensitive. The president considers the plight of the ordinary Ghanaian. Are they may affect the ordinary person? No, he takes critical look at it before a decision is taken, or attempting to be or not to become a law no kind. Say I deal with a thing when you can but we share problems. That is why it's coming. To answer your question again, no, a cop to the roof, as we've seen in time past now, you can be rest assured that the president will take a favorable decision to ensure that he puts the people of Ghana first.
I see. The final issue I'm present with so anopena midija okwan the manner sa billa edesa act by the call parliament under certificate of agency. Anopena me name minority workers almost sign resist I should say. Who the bill about parliament under certificate of agency actually say bibia ya anye ne china as MBC. But omo kan kire aban say sa a levy way enya de esese oye no sa under certificate of emergency because a tax na wo ba aban na antiase na development aba e free sa abre no aba besi sa abre e ma minority no ndi bem say ade no say na ye betimi atwen say na ye timi twen ma na ye yie dia there was no need rushing it through parliament.
Yeah, that is not the case. Share. In fact, sometimes it is difficult dealing with these politics because you would want to focus on the issues itself and address it. Problems, that is what you want to keep your eye on. Until politics now, you look at it and you try to stay away from it, but they want to force you there. Meaning, 2015, now problems for energy sector, legacy debt, and are buying introducing ESLA. By 2016 in Fano, ESLA had generated well in excess of over 3 billion Ghana cedis 1 year. The ESLA was supposed to be there for 5 years. India, out of that 5 years, MPP are buying by. They went to collateralize it and they raised bonds at some for 20 years. I didn't say the 5 years. They raised the money. Over the period, which is by Escama, you are looking at an average of about 40 billion Ghana. Meanwhile, the problem of about 2 billion number 2 years, now Jessica, not even in an account, so there was $600 million in addition to retire. That problem now has moved from 2 to 3.1 billion. Beyond that,
just a quick one. What's it?
Yes.
MPP for no buy, on the 2 Sikawa account.
Yes, this almost 2016. They have their own report filed. You can check. Ask them. There's over 3.2 billion for 2016 alone on ESLA.
No, maybe not a that's 3.2 billion is the car mojiji under the fiscal year and now say is the car na
yes, and the only say ESLA passing December 2015. Implementation started January 2016. Into that year alone, 2016, the car generated from ESLA. That is a fact. The reports are there. It's almost within the period How have we generated more money under ESLA, but what it has almost gone up by over 50%? How do we currently owe by over 80 billion Ghana cedis in the sector? How do you have the problems, suppliers, with the suppliers? How do you have all those problems? That is the question that we must avert our mind to. Now, Obi is solving problem that we're creating now. You don't do the things you are doing. Have they denied someone on the board? Have they denied it? Have they denied that ESLA proceeds were not used for the purposes for which they were supposed to be used? Have they denied that? Did they address that in their press conference? Maybe what they should do is to address the people of Ghana why they had those problems and in the energy sector, specifically the power sector. Or press conference, that is where they should start from. And by saying the Kano over 80 billion Ghana cedis. Once they address our problems, it will be clear to the people of Ghana where we are and the measures that have to be put in place. Until almost solve the problem, and finding innovative ways to deal with the problem. They should take their time and stop the politics. This is not the time. This is certainly not the time. This is the crucial time. Innovative and to bring up practical or strategic ways of solving the problems. We can have a collapsed energy sector, especially the power sector. So they should give the government some space to address the problems, to address the mess that they've created. The government has been in power for 4 months. Is it the government that created the problems that we see? The government has been in power for 4 months. Suppliers are buying your mocha, ECG problems, NEDCO problems, a friend said, containers they go on to mean clear over 2,600 and so far has been traced and all that. Was it the government that created those problems? Was it this government? So they should just, and you say, because you're a politician, be exercise. It doesn't work like that. When there's a need to support, you support. And then make sure that you deal with the problems and then you have a clean energy sector. India, and let me know with no nobody wants to sleep in darkness. So everything that needs to be done to ensure that the lights are kept on and that the people of Ghana continue to have reliable, stable power supply at affordable cost. The president's commitment and that the energy minister's commitment is that it will happen. It must be done. Difficult it is, but the necessary decisions must be taken to ensure, say, we don't go back to time past. Even during elections, we're shedding load of our 700 megawatts. During elections, for the first time in the history of this country, elections, December 2024, we're shedding load of about 700 megawatts. And we don't want to go to the point where Ghana will be demanding for Dumsor timetable because there are challenges. And then in time past, ask somebody to that Minister Dika said, the government doesn't want to get to that point. The government is dealing with the issues head on. The problems they created, that is what the government is solving.
Okay. Yeah, what the coming days bring. Now, why? Richmond, Roxon, and Okasa, Emma, Ministry of Energy and Green Transition.
Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.